Dun 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 dun. These trailers just keep on coming, let me tell you. Alright, so we have a new trailer to the new Terminator movie titled Terminator Genisys coming next summer. For a while we've been hearing that they're gonna make a new Terminator movie with a brand new cast, and they even got Arnold back. A part of me was like, sweet, they got Arnold back. But mostly I was like, oh, really? He's getting too old for these action movies. It wasn't like how it was 30 years ago, which was when the first Terminator came out, holy shit. And I remember them releasing the promo images to Genisys, and I hated them so much. I was like, is it too late to stop this madness? And I sort of feel the same way about this trailer. They're changing so much with this franchise. So how this trailer starts, you see John Connor played by Jason Clarke, and he's given his Pacific Rim speech. We are canceling the apocalypse. Actually, more like if we all die, all of mankind will die with us, and we're all screwed. And that's the whole point of the Terminator. John Connor is the leader and the face of the human resistance. Nobody wants this guy dead, except for maybe Skynet and the Terminators. And I'm like, sweet, they got the scars down on his face. They did a good job making him look like John Connor. And it's cool since we finally get to see laser guns in the Terminator franchise, since a movie way back when tried to be part of this franchise and it just wasn't. They had like army tech and no laser guns. I'm glad that they are learning from their mistakes in this one. John Connor explains before Judgment Day they sent a Terminator back into the past to kill his mother, Sarah Connor. They are going back to the original Terminator, which is awesome because it shows bad Arnold going into Los Angeles in 1984. And Kyle Reese in this movie played by Jai Courtney says, let me volunteer and help save her. Where John Connor responds, what you are doing right here will end this war. Okay, so here's the thing with that. I feel like I'm gonna pick this apart right now. In the original Terminator, Kyle Reese doesn't actually volunteer. He was sent by John Connor himself, he explains. Because when Reese was talking to Sarah, he was like, oh yeah, John Connor gave me a picture of you. I had no idea why. Guess John Connor knew that he was gonna be the baby daddy. Good for him for just knowing. And this is a funny scene. To be sent back in time, you have to strip completely naked. And why? That's a good question. I've always wondered why they had to do that. And you see Kyle Reese, he's naked, he's levitating in the air, and everybody's looking up at him. If I was him, I would have been like, shit. Hope it's not cold in here. That would be embarrassing. So it shows he gets sent back to the scene in the original Terminator. You know, he's in the clothing store, he's getting all his gear. Until a cop chases him, and this right here, they may have completely ruined their franchise altogether. An armored car busts through the store, and you see Sarah Connor played by Emilia Clarke. She shoots the cop, and then she's like, come with me if you want to live. And it turns out that the cop that she shot is the same cyborg in Terminator 2. You know, the T-1000, he's all like liquid metal. Wait, hold on a second. So you're telling me that Sarah Connor is already a badass? Kind of the whole point of her character is being exposed to the Terminators, Skynet, and all that fun stuff. It grows on her so she becomes a badass to train her son. I like seeing character development, especially Sarah Connor, because she is considered one of the top female movie badasses. If you ask me who's on your top list, I'll be like, oh, that's easy. Ellen Ripley and Sarah Connor. Because Sarah Connor is a completely different character comparing to the first movie and the second movie, and seeing her get there, that's what makes her character special. But seeing her this way already, I'm not digging it. And Kyle Reese, he's all freaking out. He's like, John sent me here to save you. And Sarah Connor says, the Terminator that was sent back to kill me? That's alright, we took care of him. Then you see young CGI Arnold and then old Arnold walking up to him and he's like, I've been waiting for you. And then he shoots and blows away the original Terminator. Which made me go like, okay, what the hell is going on? And it concludes for me, since he kills the original cyborg, they basically wipe away the original Terminator movie altogether. Since that doesn't exist, John Connor is wiped away from existence as well. And even Khaleesi Connor points out he doesn't exist anymore and everything has changed. Yeah, everything did change in the aspect of how I view this franchise now. And you see what appears to be Arnold holding a young Sarah Connor, and it skips to an older Sarah saying, we can stop Judgment Day from even happening. Which leaves me a couple bit of questions. Here we go. Does an old Arnold get sent back way in the past to train Sarah Connor so she'll be ready for the events in 1984? If that's the case, that's an interesting concept and I will give them that. Secondly, why don't they send Arnold back into the past where he can get rid of the person behind Skynet? Get rid of him, the plans, and you don't have any more Judgment Day. Done, your problem's over. Since they're already destroying the original source material, why not they go down that route as well? Oh yeah, that's right, we won't have a movie and they won't have this in their pockets. And when you think if this could get any worse, don't worry, it does. You see all these action montages throughout and you're like, okay, I guess this feels like Terminator. Cause that was one of the reasons why this franchise was so great, because of the well shot action scenes. And you see old ass gray haired Arnold, he's like, I'll be back, and he jumps out a helicopter and crashes into another. Alright, so you're telling me this movie is just gonna be rehashes of classic Terminator lines? Yeah, whatever, Arnold says his classic line, but Khaleesi's saying Kyle Reese's line? Come on, dude. It seems like they are rewriting the whole franchise, and I honestly don't see the point in all that. And what if, let's say what if Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor failed to stop Judgment Day? Would Sarah Connor be all like, shit, alright Kyle, I guess we have to make John and repeat the process all over again? Kyle would be like, oh, alright, cool. Hey, whatever saves the human race. Lucky bastard. I mean, I wasn't excited when this movie was announced, but now that we have a trailer for it, I wasn't even moved at all. Yes, I have questions concerning why there's an old wrinkly ass Arnold, but nothing in this movie I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go see this movie. This is the movie right here that is gonna define the summer blockbuster season. They didn't even show Matt Smith, the dude from Doctor Who. This trailer made me not give a shit about the character he's gonna play. He'll probably be like one of John Connor's generals or some shit. I don't know. I can imagine how James Cameron must be feeling about how this franchise is going down right now. Yes, he created it, and I'm sure he doesn't care about it now since he's gonna make so much money from the 3 other Avatar sequels. Just another reason for him to say that the sequels will make you shit yourself with your mouth wide open. He seriously said that. I'm not kidding. And why Terminator Genisys is spelled with a Y, I don't know. I'm sorry, but I just don't have faith in this movie. Have you guys seen the trailer to Terminator Genisys? What did you guys think about it? Leave a comment below. And as always, you can keep in contact with me through Facebook and Twitter, but in the meantime, I have to get going. I'll be back.